How's it going, everyone? Famine52 back again, and I figured before I try to go live again, might as well make sure I got all the wonky audio stuff set up. Let's get going. Alright, welcome back everyone. So in the last episode, if you were able to deal with the wonky audio stuff, I do apologize, and I do thank you for watching. That was obnoxious, and I do apologize for that. Alright, so we were told to meet her here in the thingamajig. What would my quote-unquote party be? Cyndaquil, Shinx, Starly, and a bunch of Bidoofs. I don't care for those Bidoofs. Let's go ahead and head to the pasture real quick. If I could find it. I think it's somewhere over here. Yeah, I think that's it over there. Probably can't cross the river, so probably have to use the bridge. Are there just a bunch of Bidoofs in here? No. The pasture house. The many Pokemon you catch. Collect them from here to change your party. You have some Pokemon you'd like to leave here with you? Yes I would, actually. Though, I think I'm going to go with Ponyta. Yeah, I know Ponyta's only level 3. But if I can get that up relatively fast, that'd be cool. I do have 2 fire now on my team, so that's probably not the best, but come on, what am I gonna do? Have a bunch of Bidoofs? Suppose I could go with the Weasel, but don't care for that. Not gonna go with the Pichu because I'm not gonna double up on electric, and then the Wurmple, I don't care about the bugs right now, so Ponyta it is. Now, can I fast travel here? Is that what this is? It is! Alright. So, Mook, what's going on? Oh, thanks for coming. I know you're busy. Listen, I've had an epiphany. And that is... You see, I've got a partner of my own. We may not get along perfectly, but we've got to work together to help complete the Pokédex. You have a Pokemon? Yes, here's my partner, Pikachu. Giga. Or Biga. So, who made Legends Arceus? Hold on. So, honestly, I've been looking at the Legends series, much like Gale of Darkness and Colosseum, which I hear are both great games. I was just out of Pokemon by the time those came around. They are on the Switch, so I might give them a try at some point. But what I mean by that is those weren't actually made by Game Freak. They were made by third-party companies. So I kind of figured Legends Arceus was going to be the same. It's apparently not. It's apparently made by Game Freak. But the reason why I looked that up is Biga. Apparently in the South Korean ports of the games, Pikachu, up until I believe just a couple months ago, was known as this is an American trying to say a Japanese word in a Korean context. So all sorts of accents are not going to work right here. So I'm just going to say the English way that I believe the Koreans say it. So we here in the States and most of the world, to my knowledge, call it Pikachu. But I believe in the Korean port, his name is actually closer to Pikachu, or like Biga, for whatever reason. So I was wondering if the Biga was in reference to that, but it might not be. I could just be reading too much into it. When we were attacked by those shinks, I got too scared to think straight, and I couldn't handle battling as a team. Ever since then, my partner refused to listen to anything I tell him. And if I'm being honest, I'm not even sure how to order him, how to guide him in battle. Yiga! Well, when I saw how you and your Pokemon work together, I realized we need to do more to... So please, have a battle with me. I want to learn how to fight efficiently. Or effectively. Survey Corps Akari challenges you to a battle. Go ahead and pull that up a little bit. So we got the Pikachu here. Use Thunder Shock, and we're paralyzed right off the bat? That's unfortunate. We need to do some more strong style quick attacks with Cyndaquil, so let's go ahead and just bust those out. Now, from what I could tell, the strong style uses 2 PP instead of 1, but it deals more damage, so that's always fun and cool. And we defeated Pikachu! Your Pokemon seem to be completely in step with one another. Damn, did Ponyta just gain 3 levels? Ooh, thank you for battling us. I could be wrong, but for a moment I felt like Pikachu and I finally understood one another. Let us keep working at it, okay, Pikachu? Pika! I guess I was wrong then? But I'll strive to work more as a team with my partner, the way you do. I wonder if Pikachu was just looking at something in the distance. That's what's causing that right there. But assuming Pikachu and I can bridge some gaps. Oh, by the way, the professor said Pokemon have things called types, which apparently make a big difference in how battles go. Pikachu seems to be an electric type, for example. Yeah, there's all of this, so on and so forth. Luckily, in the new gen games, as long as you know what a Pokemon is, you'll know if your types are going to be effective or ineffective. And there are a few Pokemon that looking at them, you don't quite know what their types are. So, yeah, but this is very much like an 18 by 18 rock, paper, scissors, where like fire is weak to grass, or fire is strong to grass, weak to water, ground is immune to electric, and electric is weak to ground, and so on and so forth. So, yeah. Ah, so you're the one, the new recruit everyone's talking about. Oh, hello there. The name's Hisui, captain of the Survey Corps, or Security Corps. I see you've got some fight in you. Figured I'd stop by and give what advice I could. Captain Hisui is a master of an ancient martial art, one that specializes in Pokemon battles. Now listen, if your Pokemon truly mastered its moves, it can actually use them in different styles. On the one hand, you could choose to deliver a move in the strong style. The move will deal more damage, but after, it'll take longer for your Pokemon to act. I haven't noticed that, so I wonder if I've been kind of shooting myself in the foot with that. On the other hand, you could choose to unleash a move in the agile style. Such a move will have less power behind it, I have noticed that, but your Pokemon can act more quickly afterward. In truly favorable conditions, it might even get out 2 moves before the opponent can even act. Strong style moves, agile moves, and of course regular moves. Choose which is right for the given situation and direct your Pokemon with a little nudge. Can I battle you? Oh, one more thing. If you want to teach your Pokemon some powerful moves, just let me know. Oh, she's also our move tutor? Zaishu, or Zisu's teachings would serve you well when you're up against tough Pokemon. Now I suppose it's time I went and met Mai. You remember? I mentioned at the Wallflower that I could use their help with Mai's request. I'm to meet her down past the foot of Aspiration Hill. You should come as well once you've run into your Pokemon team and perhaps had them learn some new moves, if you'd like. Request from Mai. So let me double check something real quick. Okay, so we are done using Quick Attack, so that's cool. Can I learn Flame Wheel from this lady? I want to learn new moves. No. Although having a Cyndaquil with some of these moves would be interesting, I'm not going to. Can I master moves? Wait. I can't help your Pokemon master moves if you don't have a Seed of Mastery. Very well. I don't know what that is very well. So I can't battle her. That is what it is. I'm going to first make sure that no one has any quests for me, which they do not. But now I'm going to go ahead and buy some Pokeballs. Casting recipes. Remedy, Honey Cake, Ox Power, and Ox Guard. Or well, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and buy some Pokeballs. Or not Pokeballs. Yeah, I'm going to get some more Pokeballs to go out into the wild and see how this recording is going. We'll be back momentarily. Boo! Did I surprise you? I bet I did. I was trying to anyway. There's a secret technique to catch a Pokemon, you see. It's what I call the secret backstrike technique. Hitting a Pokemon's back with your Pokeball will surprise it, make it easier to catch or give you an advantage once the battle starts. Hit a wild Pokemon from behind for a higher chance of a successful catch or to gain an advantage when starting a Poke battle. The secret technique is called a backstrike. If you're part of the Survey Corps now, working to create a Pokédex, as they all are, you might end up meeting every last Pokemon here in Hisui. You should know I'm already looking forward to the day you accomplish that. Very well, very well. I'm glad I started recording again. So, audio was still a little weird in that last little section. It should be good now. For whatever reason, the different audio tracks weren't turned off, so should be fine. Yayo! That marvelous rich tone. How is it produced? I must know. Oh, hello. Did you see that there? Wait, you're from the Survey Corps? Wonderful. Just the person I need. I want to learn more about Cricketot. You must be curious about them as well, right? I mean, how do they make those sounds of theirs? It's a musical mystery like no other. I'd be in your debt if you could complete Cricketot's page in your Pokedex and show it to me so so we can uncover the truth. Very well, so we are going to have to catch a bunch of Cricketots. Good to know. And then I've got this real great mushroom recipe thing. Oh, you're the boy from the Survey Corps who fell from the sky, are you not? Listen, here a moment. I need to tell you about this great cake lure recipe I invented. I call it mushroom cake. I poured 20 years of mushroom foraging know-how into compiling it. Sir, you look 12. With this recipe, and I know it's a winner. Problem is, the folks around here just aren't catching on to my recipe's amazing potential. But you're the talk of the village. If people see you making my mushroom cakes famous, As you are, I'm sure they'll want to give it a go, so I'll teach you the recipe. All you have to do in return is spread the good word by using it. Oh, and you'll need to get the key ingredient for the recipe yourself. Scrounge not from the Scrounge not from the forages of thy fellows, as the old saying goes. One springy mushroom's all you need. I'll be waiting. So... Oh, I need the mushroom before he's willing to teach me his thing. Very well. So I guess I'll be running around until I find some cricketots and other thingamabobs. I'll be back. Okay, so I have not found any cricketoons or this mushroom thing, so I'm going to assume that they're across this bridge where the mission is wanting me to go to. So I'm going to go ahead and mark the mission as my main quest and go ahead and follow on across. There are many strong Pokemon that make their home on the other side of this bridge. I can't let you pass unless you're a first... Oh! At your rank, you should be fine. Go on, then. Don't let your guard down now. Retreat to safety if you find yourself in trouble. Is that a Munchlax? Over here! My, this is Famine. Oh my, a new face in the village? Now that not that it matters to me if you're new. If you're here, I assume you're prepared to be of help. I am one of the wardens of the Diamond Clan. You may call me Mai. I suppose you might not even know what a warden is if you're new to Hisui. Oh, but such talk away. Right now, I'd rather we get straight to the point. I have a problem that I need help solving, so the more important question is this. Do you feel confident that you can lead your Pokemon in battle? I do, indeed. That is good to hear. That security core of yours is certainly wasn't up to the task. This here's my partner Munchlax. Oh, excuse me. We were raised together like siblings. He battles at my side by choice without needing any silly little balls like you use. Watch and learn. So we're fighting a Munchlax. So in my travels, I found some strong-ish Pokemon, and we learned Flame Wheel, which is something that we need to do for Cyndaquil, but we also got Strong and Agile style for Ember here. So let's go ahead and do a strong style Ember. Honestly, kind of hoping for a burn. Because that attack right there is going to get difficult. So you are normal. So theoretically, we should have a fighting move, but we don't have any fighting right now. So let's go ahead and hope for a... Let's hope for a flinch. Because rollout sucks. Or, you know, a KO will just do fine as well. And it looks like a bunch of my Pokemon can evolve, but they're not. So I think I'm able to do that from the party menu. I think that we choose when we level up or not, or when we evolve or not. But there's some stuff that I want to do on Cyndaquil and the other Pokemon, so they're not leveling up just yet. Come on. You really aren't one to use Galaxy, one of the usual Galaxy buffoons if you could defeat my partner. Well fought, Munchlax. I'll take care of the Pokemon that battled for us. Oh, thank you for the heal. I much appreciate that. And I'll let you have these. You people make all kinds of things with your crafting, do you not? These should prove to be useful materials. Ooh, 5 Vivichokes. And you and your Pokemon fought well together. You practically acted as one with them. Rather like the legendary hero of old, the one we tell stories of to our children. I think you're indeed the one for the job. You see, I need someone to deal with an alpha Pokemon causing trouble in the Deertrax Heights. Alpha Pokemon? It's a large, fearsome foe, like any alpha, but you'll come, won't you, to Deertrax Heights? Your Arc phone is beeping. That thing you have, it's showing you where you've got to go, isn't it? My, that is some curious sort of map. Is that one of those Galaxy Team inventions I keep hearing about? It certainly does seem to show the way to Deertrax Heights, up ahead of us. I'll leave this in your hands. You'll do great out there, I just know it. It seems you're quite the asset to the Survey Corps, new one. Though, before we continue, I must ask, do you already know about the almighty Sinnoh? You mean the region that this place turns into? The almighty what now? I know of Palkia, I know of Dialga, I know of Deoxys, I know of Arceus. What was the Satan one? Darkrai? Anyway, I suppose that's to be expected. Allow me to sketch out the basics. Almighty Sinnoh steers all time. It's said to have created the very universe using its power. Over time's flow of this land of Hisui was born in the process. You mean Arceus? It's by the grace of Almighty Sinnoh that Pokemon can live and thrive here. We of the Diamond Clan are descendants of a people who crossed the sea and settled here in the Hisui region to venerate Almighty Sinnoh. However, it stole away from the world long ago, hiding itself from our sight. Almighty Sinnoh has only rarely been seen by any human, if the old tales are to be trusted. But there are still Pokemon here today in Hisui with a connection to Almighty Sinnoh. And it is the duty of the wardens like myself to attend to their needs. The Pokemon that graced Deertrax Heights is one of those honored few. It is directly descended from a Pokemon that was blessed with Almighty Sinnoh's protection. Follow me, and you may understand. I mean, I'll follow you, but it looks like I have a Kricketune to capture. Ooh, and a Zubat. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a Kricketot, not a Kricketune. Very well. So it looks like I'm going to have some more exploring to do around here. Which, unless anything interesting comes up, I will do off camera. We'll be back. And you know, I said anything interesting and we'll be back, but I just saw a shaking tree over there. And I don't know what that's going to do. So figure, instead of cutting, I might as well do it on screen and then I could cut away. I thought that Starly over there was a Rowlet. Ooh, is that a Wurmple? Oh no, it's a Burly. Or Burmy. Burmley? Burmy. Interesting. So, strong style fire. Yep, very well, very well. Ooh, side quest. Oh there, mind helping a guy out? I'm after some cherry berries. You know 'em, the shiny red ones. They grow on some of the trees around here, but I don't have any Pokemon that can reach them for me. That's where you come in, my friend. Throw one of your Pokeballs at a berry tree, and your Pokemon will grab the berries for you. Be sure the Pokeball you throw has a Pokemon in it, mind. It'd be a shame to waste an empty ball. If you hand me 3 cherry berries, I'll tell you another handy tip. I mean, I should have plenty of cherry berries. So let's go ahead and do just that. And over 3 cherry berries. Thanks. Now then, here's that handy tip I was talking about. You could throw a berry near a wild Pokemon to grab their attention to keep them distracted. Why not give it a try on some Cricketots around here? I mean, that's the real reward right there, is those 15 Pokeballs. Okay, I'll be back. I'm just running around and I find another big boy over here. I don't know if I'll be able to catch him, but I gotta try, right? Level 31. I mean, we have a type advantage, so maybe? It's a big old Floatzel. Let us go ahead and let's do a Thunder Shock. Let's see how this does. Well, that did all right. Oh, Giga Impact? Oh God. You know what? I don't think that this is going to be for us. So, can I just run away? That did not work out the way I wanted it to. Starly, you're my only hope. Okay, so I got away. Is there anything of use and interest over here? No. Okay, so I am being seen. Let's go ahead and head back to camp and sleep for a moment. I'll be back. Alright, so looking at the requests that I got, I need Cricketoon, I need Cricketot, not Cricketoon. So I should be okay on that at this point. I think I might technically need to turn in the Pokédex entry, so I'll probably be finishing that next time around. But we also have some Geodudes here, which I am actually not suited for fighting. But theoretically, if I get a burn here, that did not go the way I was hoping it would. Let's go ahead and bring out Shinx. Because Shinx should be immune to the Mud Slap. And let's do a powerful bite. Yep, there we go. Very well. Now, can I get up here? Doesn't look like I can easily. Do I know what Pokemon games need? Pokemon games need a jump mechanic. Well, fine. Run away. Hey, got myself a Stantler. Nice. Now, the reason why I wanted to come up here was because that tree over there is shaking. Ooh. New Pokemon for me? New Pokemon for me. Very nice. Now, what is in here? Another Burmy. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and get ourselves a Flame Wheel attack in. Because while I will eventually be catching those, I don't care to catch them right now. I could do Pokédex stuff by defeating them. I suppose we could go ahead and start with story. That's actually why I brought y'all back to begin with. So let's go ahead and grab those tumblestones. And go ahead and hit Cyndaquil with a potion. And let's see what we got going on up here. Oh, so even your professor decided to join us. Professor, what are you doing here? Oh, thank goodness I got here in time. As a Pokemon researcher, I could hardly miss out on a chance to observe an alpha now, could I? I suppose that is your business. Fine, as long as you stay out of the way. This is Deer Track Heights. This is where I've long come to pay tribute to a special Pokemon, a Pokemon descended from one of those ancient agents blessed by Almighty Sinnoh. Yep, that's what that sounded like. That's not it. Is that a red-eyed cricketoon? Oh, that's only Troublemaker. Here to disturb the peace with its racket. And that's what you're here for, Famine, to drive that interloper from this place. I'll ensure your Pokemon are ready for the battle. Oh, so I didn't even need to use the potion. Very well. Upon my word, what a large specimen. A little wonder alpha Pokemon are feared across the land if they're all as oversized as this one. Is that what those are? Are those alphas? Are the red eyes alphas? Exactly. They're not only big though. They are strong and know moves the others of the kind do not. They're not to be trifled with, let me tell you. Nevertheless, I believe you're stronger still than this alpha, so go show it that beyond any mistake. Be careful, Famine. Size is a potent weapon. In and of itself, no doubt this alpha is a powerful and hardy foe. If you must face it, make sure your Pokemon have some strong moves at their disposal. Pokemon whose eyes glow are called Alpha. Alpha Pokemon are larger than others and may know moves that are rare for their species. They appear to be very difficult to catch. Can I just huck a ball from here? Okay, no. Go, Cyndaquil! Or not. Okay, it's just passing right through it. Ah, it was an invisible interaction. Press the Y button during battle to check the action order. Yep, I've already gathered that. God damn, why was Aerial Ace so damn effective? You know what? Agile Style Ember. And we're gonna do that again. I didn't want to KO it, but that's alright. You really are an impressive one, aren't you? Seeing someone be an alpha like that, it truly reminds me of the legendary hero of old. We best make sure your Pokemon are taken care of after facing off such a foe. Weird. What in the world? Oh, hello, old Statler. It's the great Weirdeer. If you say so. He looks upon you with kindness, Famine. Really? That was a kind look? That was more of a shit disturbing look to me, but whatever. I'd say the great Weirdeer has taken a liking to you. That is fortunate. He is an esteemed Pokemon that could dash across the expanse of Hisui while bearing a human on his back. A human he deems worthy, at least. He is a blessing to us all. Remarkable, truly outstanding stuff. A Pokemon letting someone ride on it? Why, it's just like the ride Pokemon of Alola. So does this game take place 150 years in the past or in the present? Because the ride Pokemon were a new thing. If we just invented Pokemon here, how are there, or not Pokemon, Pokeballs here, how are there ride Pokemon in Alola? Ignore it, Famine. Ignore it! Professor Famine. Oh, that was this trick. Captain Celine sent me. She said once Famine carried out his requests, we'd be able to set up a base camp. About that, I know this was a joint decision by Adaman and the commander, but still, is it truly fine for us to set up more base camps like this? The Hisui region is a land created by Almighty Sinnoh for the sake of its Pokemon. As long as your goal is to coexist and thrive together with the Pokemon, then I imagine you should be allowed to use this land. The great Weirdeer has taken a liking to Famine as well. This is a good sign. You have my thanks for what you did today. Our clan leader will hear of how you aided us. I'll come show my appreciation with proper reward as soon as I can. If we want to coexist and thrive with Pokemon, we'll need to stop fearing them and start getting to know them better. That starts with completing the Pokédex. Anyway, we should be able to have this base camp set up once the construction corps arrives. Here we have it, our new base camp upon Deertark Heights. I'll call it the Heights Camp. From now on, when you set off from the village, you can ask to be escorted to this base camp to start your excursions directly from here. Having another base camp to start from will be a great help on our surveys. Nice work today, everyone. What say we all head back to the Wallflower? I don't want to. I don't want to. I mean, I got another 7,000 money, though. So, hey, I did finish the Cricketot. Very well. So yeah, I could turn this into that lady. One of the Pokemon that helped me level up, by the way, was Dustox. I ended up catching one. So that'll be interesting. Very well. So looks like we should be level 2. Benny, old chum, the usual potato mochi, please, and make it for 3 today as well. Have you all heard the grave news? That frenzied Cleavor, from the rumors, it ended up mauling some of our galaxy folk who went out to investigate it this morning. Cleavor, if I remember from Scarlet and Violet, is a branching evolution with Scyther and Scizor, right? The medical corps has had a hard time getting all the injured back on their feet. This is the Cleavor that was reportedly struck by powerful lightning, yes? I did hear he's been behaving most erratically since then. I mean, if you got struck by lightning, you'd be lucky to be moving at all, so good for him. Still, if further investigation is in order, the Survey Corps will, of course, step up to the task. A certain amount of danger is inevitable when researching unfamiliar Pokemon, but I'm sure Famine here can handle things just fine. Are you certain? I've heard Cleavor's so mighty, even Alpha Pokemon don't compare to him. Now, you forget that the strengths of the Pokemon are key items of information that we, the Survey Corps, are duty-bound to research. And since this perilous work of ours calls for a clear head and fighting fit physique, I do believe a good night's sleep is in order after this fine meal. The next day. Good morning, Famine. You should hurry to the commander's office before he decides to use you for sumo practice. I mean, I feel like I already did that once. But that's neither here nor there. There you are. Let's hurry to headquarters. Look who's being punctual. Finally realize you're wasting Almighty Sinnoh's precious time by bowing to a sham? There you go again, insisting on your false image of Almighty Sinnoh as the ruler of time. My people follow the Almighty Sinnoh, the font of all creation and ruler of space. So they each worship Palkia and Dialga and are calling it Arceus? Maybe? You could have all the space there is and still not know what to do with it. Excuse me? Are you really suggesting that you make a better use of your time than we make of Hisui's space? Better than some, it's a miracle you showed up on time. Almighty leader of the Pearl Clan. I worried you'd get lost in the pointlessly vast space you're so fond of and never show up. Me? Get lost? In Almighty Sinnoh's great gift to the Pearl Clan? In our world's vast On our world's very basis? You wish. I wish that I hadn't let myself get dragged into arguing with you, almighty Sinnoh, forgive me. Oh, what a waste of time. I'm off to Commander Kamado's office. I believe it was you who started this. I mean, get a room? I mean, I guess they technically just got a room, but you know what I mean. You can feel the tension when those two show up. You haven't met them, have you? The woman with the reference for space is Irida, the leader of the Pearl Clan. And the man who was going on and on about time, Adaman, leads the Diamond Clan. The Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan grudgingly coexist at the moment. Apparently, things used to be less peaceful. But the boss, I mean the commander, is waiting. We should save this conversation for after you report to him. Very well. Just wanted to check for thingamabobs. Side quests, that's what they're called. Like, what do we got here? Oh, there are some requests posted on the blackboard. Which one will you check? Bothersome Bidoof. It seems a band of Bothersome Bidoof keeps sneaking into the village and causing trouble. Talk to that name from the security corps and see if you can help set things in order. Playing with Drifloon. That is not a good thing to do. It seems several people have spotted Drifloon playing with one of the village children. Mickey from the security corps can tell you more. Very well. And Zubat's eyes. Zubat don't have eyes until they're Golbat, so do you need Golbat's eyes? Clarissa from the security corps has a request for us. Something to do with Zubat, I believe. Talk to the good lady and investigate as necessary, please. Very well. Oh, hello, Rowlet. Oh, hey, and Oshawott. Does that mean Totodile was probably right here? Very well. Let's go ahead and head upstairs. Oh, there's another quest here. Oh, splendid. You came along at a good time. I'm looking for a pickling stone, you see. Would you mind lending me a hand? It needs to be the right size to fit atop one of my pickle pots, and heavy enough to put a nice firm pressure on the pickles while they're fermenting. But I suppose it'll be hard for me to lift such a heavy thing from the pot. The best thing would be for the stone to lift itself up, actually. Oh, I've a rather good idea. There's a Pokemon called Geodude that lives in Deer Track Heights. I actually believe I caught a couple. It would be perfect for the job. Could you catch me one and bring it back for me? I'll head home and wait for you there. Can't I just give you the Geodude? No. Apparently not. Okay. Now let's see what's going on up here. What do you intend to do about Cleavor, Commander Commander Kamado? He may be descended from the warrior of Almighty Sinnoh, but look at the mess he's causing. We can't sit back and let him rage on. You do get right to the point, Adaman. Time wasted is lost. Well, tell me, what would you have us do? Cleavor is a precious lord of the Pearl Clan. That's not the voice I gave this guy last episode. No, you guys couldn't hear his voice anyway over the wonky audio. That is the point. My clan can't intervene directly where a lord of the Pearl Clan's concerned. If my people were to do something, or our two clans might end up back at each other's throats, just like we used to be. But even folk of the Galaxy team have been wounded, haven't they? Seems someone's got to do something here. Who then? Would the Diamond Clan have the Pearl Clan bring down one of its own? Honored nobles? I don't believe I said that, though. Thought it, maybe. You might as well have said it, you fool. Look, we don't even know what drove Lord Cleavor into such a violent frenzy. I'd like to know that myself. This is the first as far as my clan knows, too. I seem you've arrived. This is Famine, the newest member of the Survey Corps. I hear from you earned Weirdear's favor. Good to finally meet you, stranger from the Rift. I'm Adamant, leader of the Diamond Clan, if you want to be formal. But that's a mouthful, just call me Adamant. If you came from beyond the space-time rift, could you be from the space where Almighty Sinnoh is said to reside? I'm Irida, leader of the Pearl Clan. Caution and foresight are my watchwords. Which is why I have trouble believing such a tale. Could you really have passed through that rift? I have a proposition. Why not send this one to study Cleavor before deciding what must be done? You'd send this stranger who supposedly fell from the rift to study Cleavor, this newcomer with no experience? Says the leader with almost no experience. Being a good leader isn't a matter of time, it's a matter of embracing Hisui's vastness without fear. Well then, there you have it. If how new you are doesn't matter, then let's give this kid his chance. I'm sold. Commander, let's try this your way. This should be fun. I'll go to see how... This will be fun. I'll get to see how good you Galaxy folk really are with all your weird ways. Putting Pokemon in those strange balls and what have you. That whole practice bothers me. Almighty Sinnoh made Hisui vast so Pokemon could live freely throughout. We're meant to stand alongside Pokemon, not count ourselves above them. We do not use Pokeballs from a desire to control our Pokemon, only so that we can live together. Allow us to show you what we can do. This is your mission now, Famine. I order you to study Cleavor and help us find the truth of the situation. I accept! Give me the Scyther branch evolution. Remember that you are a stranger who appeared one day out of the very sky above us. People are naturally suspicious of your presence here. If you wish to be fully accepted and trusted, you must work hard. Work yourself to the very bone. Very well. Well, that's settled, and there's no time like the present. The Lord of the Woods, Cleavor, is descended from a Pokemon that was blessed with Almighty Sinnoh's own power. No other Pokemon you've yet encountered can compare to his strength. Be warned. Listen to me. The Galaxy Expedition team has come to the Hisui region as a group of outsiders. Some might even call us interlopers. We mustn't do anything to threaten the relations with the Pearl and Diamond clans, understand? Oh god. She's behind me, isn't she? Join me downstairs, Famine. We'll cover the details of this new mission. And you'll help me rank up? Alright, meet you down there. Alright, in we go. Ah, good, you're already here. Professor, the briefing, if you please. Yes, let's get right to it. So, Famine, I understand you've been requested to find out the cause of Cleavor's frenzied state. But as you're aware by now, Cleavor is a mighty thing, not invincible even. The Security Corps tried throwing Pokeballs at Cleavor when they were attacked, but I'm afraid they didn't even come close to catching him. It seems he is a far trickier opponent than even those aggressive species of Pokemon that cannot be caught outside of battle once they're riled. I'd like to be perfectly clear on this point. This mission will put you in extreme danger. Do you believe you can handle it? I mean, of course I can. I'm the protagonist. Very well then, let us go over the particulars. The Diamond and Pearl clans revere their nobles because they believe these Pokemon serve their almighty Sinnoh. They leave offerings to express their gratitude to these Pokemon in locations they call the Noble Seats. So perhaps a good starting point for our research could be to find out what sort of offerings they normally leave for this Kleavor. Famine, we need to speak with you. So, Mai's the one that spoke, but Adaman's the one that was at... Whatever. Listen, that rift in space-time seems like it connects the world to a whole other world. That world might be where Almighty Sinnoh itself resides. The true Almighty Sinnoh, that is. The one that rules over time. So, if you fell through the space-time rift, that might mean you traveled through time by Almighty Sinnoh's own power. Think of it, you must have been just swimming in its divine might. Well, I've got a favor to ask of you, oh amazing time traveler. Don't just study Kleavor, quell its frenzy. Well, you certainly caught us at a good time, young Adaman. We were just discussing our next steps with regards to this whole Kleavor situation. Oh, you must be the Galaxy Team's scholar I've heard about. Good to meet you, Professor. Share some of that knowledge with me sometime. Now, let me elaborate a little. Those Pearl Clan types have a lot of respect for Kleavor. You heard his title, the Lord of the Woods. I'm sure they'd rather get this under control too, but it's hard for them to come right out and ask. Those of the Galaxy Team, of all people, for help. And the truth is, we in the Diamond Clan have a similar problem on our hands. A Pokemon dear to us, off in the mountains, has flown into some type of frenzy, the same type of frenzy as Kleavor. Now, there's certainly a bad blood between us and the Pearl Clan, but we've all got to share Hisui, and that means we ought to tackle our problems together. But there aren't many capable of standing up to such powerful Pokemon. You're the best hope we've got. You'll find Kleavor at Grand Tree Arena. That's in the very heart of the Heartwood. His warden is a boy named Leon? Lillian. I don't know. Leon is a bright child, but also a bit, well, sometimes brilliance can be blinding, you know? He'll tell you all about his beloved Kleavor, whether you wish him to or not. Either way, I'm sure you're up for the challenge, so I will be counting on you. See you later. He certainly left quickly once he finished talking. I suppose he really values his time. Adaman and Mai weren't wrong, you know. If you were to study and perhaps even quell Kleavor, you'd best start by visiting his abode. Our New Heights camp would be a handy place for setting out towards Grand Tree Arena. And you should stop by the pasture too. You'll want to choose the best Pokemon to bring. Very well. Who are you? Apparently just a dude. Oh, no. Here we go. Finding yourself unable to pick up materials you come across, satchel always seeming full. If that sounds like you, it'd be wise to lend me your ear a moment and hear what I have to say. So I will be perfectly honest here, I did know that this dude upgraded our bag space, I just wasn't sure when. So let's go ahead and speak with him. You can carry around even more in this satchel of yours if you learn the trick for packing things in. I'll teach you if you like. What do you say? Teach me! $100. I mean, seems like a good investment. One more kind of item. Hmm. Oh, and I could do it indefinitely? Alright, I'm gonna be here for a moment. Alright, so I got 8 more item spots. I can no longer afford any more. So that's good. Can I talk to you to upgrade my star rank? We've earned ourselves a star. Second star. We could use feather balls. Pokemon up to level 30 will obey. And what are you going to give us? Recipe for crafting feather balls. Very well. Ooh, and super potions. Very well, very well. And it looks like I have quite a fair bit till I reach the next rank. That being said, between the two parts of this episode, we are getting to about an hour. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I know that I have some side quests to pick up here in the village, but I'll do those at a later time. In between episodes, I'm going to just kind of... Hold on.
People assume that time is a strict...
Hello?
Hey, Rod.
How are things, my good friend? Oh, hello, Volo. I didn't realize that was you. Do you want another Pokemon battle? I certainly hope you're putting that secret backtrack technique I taught you to good use. Either way, I have some super potions here just for you. Oh, think nothing of it. Have a survey corps out, or having the survey corps out and about studying Pokemon is great for business, you know? Supporting you now is actually an investment in my own fortunes. We can all agree that this is like a relative, like an ancestor of Cynthia and her Garchomp, right? And now I must depart. There are ruins that are just calling to me. Very well. But anyway, as I was saying, we are going to be heading out. I'm not going to be advancing story. I'm just going to be running around collecting Pokeballs. Not collecting Pokeballs, but making Pokeballs, collecting Pokemon, doing that sort of stuff. So in the meantime, until the next episode, thank you all so much for joining me. If you are liking this and if you think I deserve it, go ahead and leave a like on the video. Feel free to subscribe, do all of the YouTuber stuff. But until the next episode, this is Famine52, or Famine Plays Pocket Monsters, signing out. You have a good rest of your day, and until next time, peace out!